One piece of unfortunate news and one piece of good news. The unfortunate news is we have had to suspend Kai Maiava, our center, for this week's game for a violation of team rules. No other comment to be made on that point. And the good news is that Brandon Willis, who had left us to go home for his family personal reasons, has returned to our program. He enrolled in school this morning, and we're excited to have Brandon back at UCLA. So those two pieces of information. From a standpoint of practice, I thought we came out and worked really hard today. Because there's some familiarity with San Jose's offense and ours, we tried to go against our defense. We hit a couple of rough patches there because we were trying to be scouts as well as run our own offense, and we lost a little focus at that point. But other than that, I thought it was a terrific practice and great energy and great tempo, and looking forward to playing on Saturday. Questions? Well, I spend most of my time, coaching on the offensive side because of my quarterback responsibilities, but I'm sure they responded well. They're great kids, they're competitive kids, and I know they want to do better than they did on last weekend's contest.
So Greg Capella moves in at starting center?
Greg Capella right now will be the starting center. That's correct.
And then who are the guards?
We'll wait and see, but Chris Ward will be at one of them, and then we've got to determine where Jeff Baca is with his conditioning, and where Albert Sid is, but we've got a couple of options, and as well as Wade Yandel. He looked good. He wanted more. We were kind of being precautious, but I thought he looked good for the brief time he was in. Glenn Love was going to see some doctors this evening, but feels much better. Is chomping at the bit to get back in there. We'll wait and see what the doctors say. And Kevin Prince was unable to practice today because of the concussion protocol, but he'll be back tomorrow.
Kip Smith.
Kip is a good kicker that just needs to keep finding his stroke. And I'm going to continue to weigh the competition there. Joe Roberts was unable to kick today because of a quad muscle injury, and we'll just wait and see if he can go tomorrow and so forth. But Kip needs to know that we trust him when he's in there, and needs to know that he's just got to go and do what he does, which is swing through the ball, and he's talented enough to be very, very effective. Well, it's really a conditioning thing. He has not played football now for a long time, but he had a brief fling in spring ball, but that didn't last very long, and he didn't play all of last fall. But he's chomping at the bit to get back in there, and we'll hopefully nurse him back to health.
I know you probably don't know, but putting in for the waiver for Brandon Willis, is there any kind of time frame for that?
I have no idea how quickly things like that work. I know that we're going to try. I think it would be a great thing for Brandon. And I think that, having sat for as long as he sat and really not doing anything wrong on his bad, I think it would be a neat thing if the NCAA would allow it to happen, but that's in somebody else's hands.
How much would you like to have him being able to play?
Well, because he doesn't get the year back, I think it's the right thing to do, but we'll wait and see what the smarter guys than I think.
With Kevin not able to go today, how likely is it that he would actually start on Saturday?
Well, we'll wait and see until after tomorrow. I think it's too early to make that kind of determination.
And Brett Hundley got most of the reps with the twos. How did he look today?
He looked good. As he gets more and more, he'll look better and better. It's just unfortunate that he missed so much of fall camp. But he's a terrific athlete, and we're going to keep nursing him into condition and shape, and see where he fits in the plans for this season.
Have the game maybe the ebb and flow gone a little differently? Could you have foreseen using him in the package in the first game?
Oh, that's behind me. I don't have to play that card.
Reviewing the film, do you feel like Kevin could have gotten out of bounds, or do you like the way he ran and that play when he got hit?
I think there are things he can do to take less abuse. There are ways to get down. I watched quarterbacks last night play in the Miami-Maryland game and get down, and Kevin, he's a competitive kid. Yeah, he certainly doesn't want to be hurt, so we'll hopefully get him back quickly.
Like to do some UCLA uniforms, like those Maryland uniforms?
No one can say they weren't stretching the boundaries. Anything else? Thanks.